Human Capital, written by American author and critic Stephen Amidon in 2004, delves into the lives of three families in an affluent Connecticut suburb during the transition to the 21st century. The novel's title draws from a legal concept that quantifies an individual's future earning potential, essentially equating human life to monetary value. Italian director Paolo Virzi adapted the novel into a film in 2013, which later became Italy's submission for the Best Foreign Language Film category at the Academy Awards. In 2009, an English version of the film was released, featuring actors Liev Schreiber and Marissa Tomei. One of the central characters in the novel is Drew Hagel, a real estate agent residing in the fictional town of Taunton Crossing. Drew inherits his father's successful family business, and as someone who grew up in wealth, he is accustomed to a certain level of luxury. However, after failing to seize opportunities during the real estate boom of the late 1990s, Drew finds himself and his family drowning in debt. He worries that his father's once thriving enterprise will crumble. With his daughter Shannon preparing for college and his second wife, Ronnie, expecting twins, Drew is plagued by the fear of bankruptcy. During this time, Drew becomes acquainted with Quint Manning, a multimillionaire. Quint frequently invites Drew to his opulent estate to socialize with the affluent residents of Taunton Crossing, engaging in activities like tennis. Envious of those who capitalized on the economic boom more successfully, Drew is persuaded to take out a second mortgage on his house and invest in Quint's hedge fund, promising guaranteed returns. In his investment documents, Drew fabricates his assets and inflates the earnings of his faltering real estate business. Another protagonist in the novel is Carrie Manning, Quint's wife. Carrie Manning, one of the novel's protagonists, is a former aspiring actor whose life with Quint lacks fulfillment despite its comfort. She immerses herself in the costly project of restoring an old movie theater, but her endeavors are put on hold when Quint's hedge fund starts losing money instead of delivering the promised returns. Meanwhile, their son Jamie, who happens to be Shannon's classmate and ex-boyfriend, battles alcoholism and spirals further into a state of chaos. The third protagonist, David Warfield, makes a living as a low-level drug dealer and limo driver, always living beyond his means. He dreams of opening a beach bar, but his plan hinges on accessing his nephew Ian's trust fund, left by David's deceased sister. As Ian approaches his 18th birthday and gains control of the trust fund, David intends to guide his nephew's investments and siphon off a portion of the profits as an unofficial financial advisor. However, Ian has different intentions. He has fallen in love with Shannon, Drew's daughter, and plans to use the trust fund to escape with her and start a new life together. Ian, who grapples with manic depression, also happens to be one of Ronnie's therapy patients. Throughout the novel, Ronnie's selflessness and altruism stand in stark contrast to the unbridled greed displayed by the other characters. One fateful night, while driving with Shannon, Jamie, in a drunken state, strikes a cyclist working as a waiter with his Jeep Wrangler. Fearing the consequences of remaining at the scene and potentially facing charges of vehicular homicide, Jamie flees, leaving the injured waiter to perish. When Shannon arrives home, she confides in her father, Drew, about the horrifying accident. Desperate to protect his affluent position within the community, Drew exploits this knowledge to blackmail Quint. The novel concludes in the autumn of 2001, when the weight of the September 11th attacks overwhelms the characters, rendering their individual financial concerns insignificant in the face of a greater tragedy. Paradoxically, the misfortune of Quint's failing hedge funds takes an unexpected turn in the wake of September 11th, offering a grim reprieve from the characters' individual crises. Amidon skillfully narrows the focus of his novel, preventing it from being burdened with excessive details. The plot is seamlessly and masterfully crafted, much like the Jeep Wrangler that becomes the catalyst for the pivotal accident around which the story revolves. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.